Alright, so here we are on day 2 of attempting to get the Alpine motor running. I did a few things off camera. We have this gravity feed fuel source rigged up here, dollar store water bottle. We have prime at the pump. We have fuel all the way at the carburetor now, and I have verified I can see it spraying in here when I pull the throttle. I am probably still going to use some starting fluid to kind of try and kickstart it, but we're going to try and get it going off just the carburetor first. See what else did I do. Battery's been charging, so we have charge now. Oh, the distributor lead wire I replaced. It's kind of rigged up right now because I looked online and you can get one for about $6, and then they charge you $25 for shipping from the UK. I don't have that kind of patience, so I just spliced in a wire here that we're going to use temporarily to hopefully see if that solves our weak spark issue. But I guess let's see if we can fire it up. Like I said, I'm going to try it first without any starting fluid. See if we have any luck.
Dude!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah.
Alright, this is going to take...
Oh, what did you do actually?
Take some adjustments.
What did you do, babe?
Distributor lead wire.
That stings.
You see, the hard part is trying to adjust the timing and do everything else at the same time, so...
Almost.
Alright, we're going to try it with some starting fluid.
You want me to go with the trigger?
Yeah, you want to do the trigger? Alright, recording?
Yeah.
Alright, hit it. Alright, so we just had a pop out of the intake manifold, which makes me realize that I unplugged these holes earlier, so I'm going to plug those back up. I'm going to plug those back up. Because there was a pop out of the intake, that means the timing is too far advanced. So I'm going to retard the timing a little bit, and then we're going to try it again. This is good. We actually got it firing, so I'm super excited. So let's get those plugged up. All right, so we have these intake holes plugged up. We just have a cap in this one. This one we just have a glove in. We have the vacuum advance covered on the carburetor, the vacuum advance port. But I'm going to retard the timing a little bit. So we're going to twist the distributor out, and we're going to try it again. Okay. Let's give it a go. All right, I'm ready. Go.
Should I?
Woo!
How's your feeling?
I feel great. We got a firing motor. All right. I really should not be doing this in flip-flops. But that's what the Indians and the Indonesians do when they're working on stuff, so. How bad can it be? All right. Let's try her again. Go for it.
What is that?
Hey! All right, a little backfire still. Advance it forward some. Give her another go. Woo! We got a running motor, baby. That's all it was. That's all it was that distributor lead wire. The whole time. I'm stoked. All right, so it's official. We have a running motor for the Sunbeam. It's gonna need some tweaking. It doesn't like to idle. The carburetor is gonna need some adjustment. The carburetor probably still could use a rebuild. So we're probably gonna do that, but we got good oil pressure. It runs pretty well. It runs pretty healthy. Like I said, the only things that are gonna need done are adjustments on the carb, hook up all the vacuum hoses. Then we can get it thrown in the car, get the cooling system hooked up, start getting the parts for the trans in, which we only need handful of parts for the trans before we can actually start moving the car under its own power, hopefully. So we have a running motor. You guys didn't see it, but the coil pack that we were using on the motor overheated. It wouldn't fire off. We couldn't figure out why we couldn't get it to fire off after we'd already had it running. And then we heard a sizzling noise, and it started bubbling oil out of the top of the coil pack. And if you listen, I don't think it's supposed to do that. So it pretty much completely melted inside, which is why this was on a shelf, because I had this issue with my F100 where it would only run for a couple minutes and then it would stop working because it was overheating. These are supposed to be mounted vertically. If you mount them horizontally, it can cause leaks to happen. It can cause them to overheat, all kinds of stuff. So anyways, we put on the new coil pack, which I ordered. We put that back on now that we're done diagnosing everything. Got it to fire off, runs great. So from there, I think the motor's done. I mean, the valve cover has to go on, but that's it. Other than the accessories like the water pump, alternator, or generator, whatever. So the motor's done. Next, we can focus on the transmission. We only need a handful of parts for the transmission. Flywheel may need resurfaced. Flywheel's definitely gonna need resurfaced. Maybe I'll make a video on that. But we're ready to get started on transmission work next. We have a running motor, so we need a pressure plate, we need a clutch, we need a slave cylinder, a downpipe, maybe a couple other things, but I'm super excited. Finally got it running. After all this time, we have a running Alpine motor. So I appreciate anybody who's been watching so far. Next, we're hopefully gonna start getting this thing ready to run. Camera movement. But peace.
Peace.